From the paranormal, urban legend sites, to creepypastas that'll keep you up all night. If horror's a passion you love so well, you'll find it all at Under the Veil. Under the Veil is a YouTube channel ran by the goth mom herself, Shannon Gibbs, where she keeps you entertained with stories that will have you on the edge of your seats. From Halloween scary tales such as Sam Hain, to Christmas urban legends like the Hold Your Snow Maidens. It's all here, waiting for you to explore. And when you're not being fascinated by the stories, be sure to check out the merchandise store, where you can lay your head to rest with the Mothman pillow, walk everywhere with the Doulahelm leggings, or drink your favorite beverage with the Wendigo mug. It's all here waiting at Under the Veil. That's Under the Veil. Links will be down in the description below. Tell her Psycho Rick sent you. And never forget, Goth Mom loves you.
Till he returns or calls me home, here in the power of Christ I stand.
Shad Gaspard was born on January 13, 1981 in Brooklyn, New York. As a youth, he got into MMA sports such as boxing, where he was trained by his father Ben, as well as judo, jeet kune do, and Muay Thai. At age 16, he began prize fighting and bar fighting tournaments for promoter at the time, Harrison Norris Jr., better known as Hard Body Harrison. Because of his size at the time, he was mostly pitted against adults up to 20 years, where according to some sources, he held an MMA record of 35 wins and 7 losses, and a boxing record of 57 wins and 26 losses. But besides MMA, Shad would also get involved in other sporting activities such as basketball, track, and more importantly, wrestling. After graduating from high school, he continued playing basketball at Georgia Perimeter College, where afterwards he got work as a bodyguard, guarding many famous celebrities such as Britney Spears, P. Diddy, and Mike Tyson. It was around the year 2002 where Shad decided to give wrestling a chance. He tried and qualified for Tough Enough 2, but was released following a failed physical. However, seeing potential in him, WWE scout Tom Pritchard recruited Shad, where he trained until he made his debut in Ohio Valley Wrestling under the name The Beast, acting as an enforcer for Kenny Bolin until February of 2004, where he was paired up with Carlos Colon Jr., or as we all know him as, Carlito. As Carlito left OVW in October that same year to join WWE's main roster, Shad went on to wrestle under his real name as both a single and tag team partner. Success would finally start coming Shad's way in 2006. During his feud with CM Punk in OVW, Shad would team up with Jason Anthony Paul, who was wrestling under the name The Neighbor Hoodie, and they formed the tag team, the Gangstars. No, not to be confused with the Gangsters like New Jack and Mustafa. The Gang Stars. Both Shad and Jason made a great impression on WWE because on September 4, 2006, on an episode of Raw, they aired a vignette of the two calling themselves Crime Time. Shad and Jason, now going under the name JTG, made their in-ring debut on October 16th that same year, where they defeated Johnny and Mikey of the Spirit Squad. The duo went on to wrestle many matches and put on great performances. One in particular being when they sold Lita's personal items to the crowd after her farewell match at Survivor Series. Crime Time lasted for almost 4 years until on April 2nd, 2010, Shad would attack JTG after a loss, disbanding the group and turning heel, which led to the two fighting in a strap match at Extreme Rules. Shad's heel persona lasted until November 2010, when he was released from the company. Along with being a former celebrity bodyguard and an accomplished pro wrestler, Shad Gaspard was also a devoted husband and father, for somewhere in his life, he met Siliana, a Bulgarian fitness model. The two got married in 2009, and a year later, they had a son, Arye. On May 17th this year, 2020, Shad and his son were amongst other people swimming in the ocean in Venice Beach, California, when out of nowhere, they were caught in a strong rip current. As lifeguards made it to their safety, it is said that Shad's main concern was the safety of his son more than anything. Once Arye was safe, the strong rip current ended up striking again, and Shad was taken under, and he never resurfaced. The U.S. Coast Guard searched for him as well as many close friends and volunteers once his disappearance gained attention on mainstream and social media. Sadly though, his body was discovered washed ashore on May 20th, and it was confirmed by the LA County coroner. Shad Gaspard leaves behind a beautiful wife and child, and a slew of friends, and a memory-worthy legacy. He was 39 years old. I'm Psycho Rick saying until next time, thanks for watching.
Till he returns or calls me home, hearing the power of Christ.